Hi everybody, welcome to the Soulful Soul. My name is Gladys and this is your weekly general pick a card reading. So I'm doing two readings now. I'm doing a love and relationship and a general reading because I feel, well, you let me know how that works for you. This is not dirt or oil, it's candle grease that I just spilt when I moved the candle. But anyway, if you like this way, if this works for you, please let me know. I'm going to just draw. I'm going to do, because I'm doing 6 readings, I'm doing so many readings, I will do 3, you have choice between 3, among, between 3, whatever. Okay, so group 1, I'm just going to do the card for you, I think. Let's see. Let me saw, maybe. Okay, let me just use what's around me. Okay, so group 1, you have the 6 of Swords and a pen. The pen is mightier than the sword. Group 2, you have the Ace of Cups and the lighter. And group 3, you have the Moon and this nail polish that I just used. So group 1, that's your card and your pen. Group 2, that's your card and the lighter. And group 3, that's your card and that's your nail polish. You can take a moment and make your choices. Choices. So welcome back, group 1. You chose the 6 of Swords and this pen. And so your reading, your issue might be about communication. It might be about proposal writing, studies, something like that. Now, the quartz. Oh, let me use a different deck for you. I'll use the radiant weight and I'll clarify with because I cleared 3 sets of cards, decks of cards. Use this one. And I'll clarify with the light seers. Not that you mind, I don't think. You're feeling burdened maybe. A lovely card to end with and a beautiful card beneath the deck. You are doing some healing, deep healing. You know, I said it might be about a proposal or something, but I think, you know, the 6 of Swords is also about moving from something I think you are moving from a time of rockiness to a time of stillness. I think there's still some rocky, but you are definitely on a journey towards temperance. So lovely. So at the center here you have the 9 of Wands and it's crossed by the 3 of Coins in reverse. You are feeling defensive. I think you are not valuing your experience enough. And that experience might be related to how you are as a co-worker, how you are in collaborative situations. I think that you might not have placed enough value in your working with people. Maybe you haven't explored that enough or something like that. Maybe you undervalue yourself in that regard. What you need to think about is the 7 of Pentacles, and this is The card of patience, beloveds. You've planted seeds now. You can't push them up and say, grow, grow, grow. And you might be feeling a bit impatient. So think about that. In the near past, you get the Nine of Pentacles, which is independence, but you have it in reverse. Yeah, so maybe you are letting go of this feeling of needing to be independent. Maybe you're moving into a phase of working with others, because I think you are good at working with others. You know, working with others doesn't mean... I was talking in the love... well, let me just share this. You know, in this time, for us, we in South Africa, KZN and Gauteng provinces, we've really had a difficult week. But the one thing that it does show, for me, or for all of us, is how people are rally around each other. And I was thinking about how, so Alan's my ex-husband, and his partner Francesca, how the three of us, sometimes we work together, we share projects and stuff. And the thing is, the three of us know each other's strengths in a work environment, and we know our own. And so we let each other do the thing. You know, we divvy up the work according to what each of us is good at. And that works. And I think that's the same kind of message. I've been very sharey in all the readings, but that's the message that you are getting. Here you have the Tower. That's in your unconscious. Expect something you thought to be stable to show itself as having been unstable. But don't be afraid. Well, we'll get clarifiers, but I don't think you need to be afraid, because you are being guided, you know, it's all part of your journey, because why would you want to build on something that was rocky in any case? You have the Moon card representing you, so I think you might be right now full of fear, very uncertain, and we'll uncover why. You do get the Magician. So look, it's a mixed bag. You might feel powerless. You might feel like you don't have the ability to manifest what you wish for on earth, right? But that's a temporary thing. It's not a forever thing. It's okay. It's okay to feel like that now and then, you know. Around you is the Seven of Wands. The Chariot. These two cards I associate with. This is a card of Cancer, but I always associate this with Cancer, or maybe even Pisces. But you might. So I'm just mentioning that because it's coming up for me. You might feel stuck. You might want to be, there's the Patience. These two cards are both sevens. They're speaking to each other like, I want to move forward now. And, but maybe it's not yet time. Okay, group one. And then you get for your advice, keep yourself open to making offers. There's something about collaboration that's here for you. And with the Temperance card, that's your outcome card. So whatever's going on, you are working towards something more balanced. And I'm really thinking about the alchemist here. Maybe you are going to create alchemy with other people. But let's get clarifiers. I like your reading, group one. I mean, on the surface, it looks like it might be a little bit uncomfortable, but it doesn't feel harsh, you know, so far. She says as she pulls out cards and thinks, maybe I spoke too soon. But no, I don't think so. Okay. You get the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So just keep an eye on your energy. Keep an eye on your how you're feeling about yourself, like your creative self. Don't get down on yourself amidst. And look at that. I just thought I'd look there, and it's the Ace of Wands there as well. Let's see. So Nine of Wands and the High Priestess. You have grown, but you are not seeing it. You are blocking off your own inner wisdom of how much you've grown. And maybe that's one of your lessons for this week, is to acknowledge that how much you have worked towards your spiritual growth. You are not seeing yourself clearly. And then with the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Wow, you know what's so interesting? These two cards came up in my 2-card draw. So maybe look at that. There's something here about walking away from partnerships. Maybe you are feeling, I think what I can say is that because some partnerships didn't work doesn't mean new partnerships. I think there's something you need to be reflecting on with regard to partnerships. With the Seven of Coins here, this impatience, I think that you're being guided to, you need to think about just going with the flow, just for now. Just allow things to unfold as they need to unfold. And the phrase that came to me is that you've got this. So don't be hard on yourself or on anything around you, Group 1. And then in the near past, you have this letting go of this loner energy, and maybe you're coming into your King of Coins energy. It is a passing energy. Maybe what happened is that you have started, or maybe this journey is going to start, you starting to see yourself as the King of Coins, and the King of Coins is very comfortable in creating their own abundance. So you've started that energy, you're coming in here with that energy. It's passing, but it's the feeling I'm getting is that that's the energy that's now it's something that you've created, but maybe you've done it as a loner, or you've felt your path to that is as a loner on your own, and maybe you're moving out of that. Let's see. You get beneath in the unconscious is the Tower and the Fool. Wow. So something feels to me like it's going to crumble, and it's going to lead you to a new beginning. Trust it. With the Wheel of Fortune there, I really feel your big thing is about trusting and doing that stock take, which helps you value your own growth. You have the Five of Cups and the Moon, so you have, maybe you are learning to look at the standing cups instead of the spilt ones. Like maybe your flow is about letting go of the spilt milk, the things that didn't work, in order to embrace the things that can work for you. I think there's a lot of you needing to sift through what is good for you and what is not, what has worked for you in the past and what hasn't. And like I said in one of the love groups, you can do the same exercise I suggested, but do it for, maybe you need to carry on doing that exercise of, do it in relation to relationships. I'm talking about work type partnerships. Which partnerships worked and which didn't? Do that inventory. What have you achieved? What are you good at, and what are others good at? Just think about that story that I told earlier. You don't have to do it all, on your own. And then around you, with the Chariot, you get the Five of Swords. And I think that your moving forward is affected by the stories you tell yourself. I think you've been chirping in your mind about not being good enough, and you might not even be aware of it. I would encourage you to listen to what's so interesting, I'm just thinking about it now. There was so much depth in the love readings that you might be able to take something out of there that fits you, you can take the general from it, I guess especially seeing that partnerships is showing up for you. And then in your near future, you have this feeling like you are not manifesting, and yet you are manifesting, it looks like to me, something solid, something very stable. So don't worry too much. You're just in a process. And then you get there you go. Like, what this, as advice, this is telling me that an offer, you can make an offer that brings about this completion, and what I'm seeing here is not an ending, it's the start of something that is whole and complete for you. So I really think you need to be thinking about that. Just look at the beauty of those two cards together. And then your outcome is Temperance and the Ten of Wands. So I think, again, this theme of all that you have achieved, like you come down this road and with all this, maybe baggage, maybe there's a letting go of the baggage in order to find your completion, but it's also about sifting what is baggage and what is necessary. I think that's a strong theme for you, but I think you are going on this journey, and even if it's not showing clearly, I think you will see evidence of this moving to a sweeter time, beloveds, a time of temperance, a time of finding balance. And I think it's related to all the advice that has shown up in the reading up to now. I don't think I need to go over it again. Hey, I think please let me know if you feel this is too short or too quick, and maybe what I will do, if that's the case, is, like, now this is my 4th reading basically, and I'm going to do 2 more, so I might be tempted to be hasty and not give you what you need. So tell me, please. I'm really open to the feedback. If you feel I'm not being thorough enough, I feel like I've captured all the things, and all you need to do is just go back instead of me reiterating it. But you can tell me what you like, okay? Okay, beloveds, I wish you a wonderful week ahead. Please tell me how that worked for you. Please give me a thumbs up if it did, and tell others about me. And that's it. Have a wonderful week ahead. Bye. Group 2, you chose the Ace of Cups. So something that you're passionate about is on your mind, and you have this lighter. So yeah, it's also passion. Oops. It would help if it worked out. So there's something on your mind about something passionate. And given that this is a general reading and you're here, I don't think you are wanting this to be about love. What I mean is it's probably about something that is close to your heart, but not necessarily about love, unless love insists on showing itself. But then, okay, let's leave this. Let's just do our thing. Okay, let's see. Beneath the deck you have the Death card. Something's ending. Something is ending and you want a new beginning. So you get this two-mindedness. Maybe you are letting go of the blindfolds and the stuckness. You have been stuck, I think, and it's about something that you've worked long and hard on. So you've been stuck on that. Let's see why. What you need to think about is the Lovers. this could, I don't know why work romance is coming in, but that could be for some. But it could be what you need to think about is where you are most balanced. And maybe you are hoping for something to come in that is balanced. So you need to think about that. And how apt that we should have the judgment card here, which tells me that maybe you did that stock take that I suggested last week and about abundance, and that's helped get you clarity about what works for you, what brings you balance, what brings you passion. But in the unconscious, there might still be a little bit of a lack of clarity, but we'll see with the clarifiers. You are feeling dispassionate. Why? Is this what you're worried about? Are you in a job or a situation of some type that doesn't fill you, light your fire? So interesting, you get both these cards, and they're both in the reverse. The extra cards I put in, that I keep in. So let's see. This around you is this, it says the untold story. Interesting. So I feel you might be in some situation that you are not really happy with, and maybe you are not really wanting to look at that. This is the sun and the moon, but it's in reverse. There's something that you are hiding from yourself, you're not wanting to look at. And then you get the Emperor as your advice. I think you are being called to call on your divine masculine energy in some situation, in this situation. And what I would say is, maybe you need to be dispassionate because the Emperor is dispassionate. In order to rule, they have to have a kind of like step back approach. So maybe that's what you're being called on. Maybe that's why you have the King of Cups in reverse. There's this thing about wanting something passionate and yet requiring a dispassionate approach right now. Wow, look, I spoke about passion, and look at that fire. Like the thing just went mad. What the hell? And it's leaking all down the... Oh, okay, there's a hole here. Oh, Mr. Candle, Ms. Candle, Person Candle, what's your story? What you trying to tell us? Right. Maybe an overabundance of passion can lead to leaks, Just think about that, beloveds. Just think about how that might sit in. I think you're being called on to detach a little. And you get as advice this Knight of Pentacles, which is slow moving. So part of this detached walk forward is allowing it to be slow, allowing it to take its course as it should. And you get the Ten of Swords in your outcome, and that is the I think maybe you need to be caution not to hold on to the pain, the things that didn't work, let's see what comes up, right? Let's see what comes up. The clarifiers always give it a broader picture, So that's what... There's your Ace of Wands again there. The Emperor again. Beneath you have the Page of Pentacles. So, Page of Pentacles, a new offer, a new beginning, a new offer, maybe coming towards you, or maybe that's what you're waiting for and hoping for. Oh gosh, really messing up this candle. It's created quite a mess here. Okay, let's see. So you have the Two of Swords. This two-minded energy maybe is moving away, and with the Page of Wands, I think that you are moving into this being very clear, like being clear and throwing your arrow where you want to throw it. Right? I think you're becoming clear about the job or the project that you want to be involved in, and you are staking your claim to that. But crossing it is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and you know, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is about working hard, and you have it in the Ace of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is about working hard, but you have it in the reverse, and it feels to me like you've stopped working on something, and you've stopped working on that something because you've been feeling unclear and because of the negative self-talk. Very interesting. There's something you have been dissatisfied with, I think, in a work type situation. And this Five of Cups keeps coming up. So the Lovers is this balance. So, but you have it with the Five of Cups, and what you need to think about. What's blocking, what could be blocking your finding that balance, that true love relationship with work, or whatever this thing is that's on your mind. It's blocked by your negative thinking, like you're looking at things at the negative, in the cups that have spilled past things, and not at what is on offer, the two cups that are standing, the two cups as in this balanced, passionate thing that you can be passionate about. And I think that in the near past you have the Judgment card. Maybe you did some thinking about, maybe you, like Group 1, did that stock take about what works and what doesn't, what fills you with passion. That's on your mind. And if you haven't done that, maybe that's what you need to be doing, is this inventory on what doesn't work and what does. I think you are dissatisfied with a job or a work situation or study or something, and you are needing to look at what works for you and what doesn't work for you. You're also needing to think about how you work against yourself by looking at only the negative in a situation, or maybe even in yourself. And that's an unbalanced view, so you only see yourself negative, in a negative light, something like that, or any work situation in a negative light. This candle. Okay, I'm going to put the candle out. Right, so I was just rescuing my cards. And sorry about this lighting. I planned to do this reading much earlier, but then I got visitors and I wasn't able to. So I'm just going to put this aside here. But so there is this element of you being your own worst enemy, right? Negative self-talk, I think, going on with you. Beneath the surface you have the Page of Swords. In the Page of Swords, this is in the unconscious, like a dithering kind of energy, and it comes to the Two of Wands. Yeah, I think that you are needing clarity because you are at a place of stasis. That's what it feels like. But maybe you're coming out of that, and maybe that's what this reading signals, and the work that you do in the week ahead might be a catalyst for that movement forward. And maybe you'll be coming out of that. maybe not now, right now, but soonish. So it's so interesting. You get the King of Cups in the reverse. For yourself, you might be a water sign watching this, and the moon in the upright. So the card I associate with Cancer, but this can also be about fear of change. Maybe you are like dispassionate about something. It might be your work situation, but maybe you're afraid to change that, or maybe you're unclear about what would I do next, kind of thing. Maybe that's it. And here's this untold story in the reverse. Oh, sorry, man. I'm really struggling with my lighting here. Oh, shit. Dawn candle. That's a bit of a mess. But anyway. Sorry. Damn it. So, okay. So you might be... Okay. Here's what I'm getting. There's an untold story around you. It's like you are not fulfilling your potential. That's what I think. The Hermit is about going within, and maybe you are having these nudgings right now about that untold story is wanting to come out. Very interesting. You can think about that. Then you have the Sun Moon card, something about balance, something being off balance, and then the Queen of Swords in your near future. So it might be an air sign that comes into your life that changes things, but it might be you cutting out this lack of clarity. Did I even read this one? I think that you are hiding things from yourself in a way. It's so interesting. Well, you get both these cards that I put in. There's something about this untold story. Maybe you will get clarity on that. If you, like, I feel like if you're doing this, whatever advice is given here, doing looking at where you look at only the spilt milk instead of what the possibilities are, where you play games on yourself, where you belittle yourself or only see, it's like accepting or allow people to play games on you. Like there's this hardworking person who's maybe overworking, and but I think you're ready to start something new, and something that is more passionate. That is your big thing, is something more passionate. And I think that you might get clarity from this inner work that you do, because something in you is wanting to come out. You get the Emperor and the Nine of Cups. So this is in your advice. Yeah, in your advice. You get the Emperor and the Nine of Cups. And look at that. It's almost like your dispassionate nature leads to your passion. It leads to this complete fulfillment in a job. So there's something you need to look at dispassionately. And as the Emperor is confident, knows their worth, and maybe there's something going on that about you acknowledging your worth now. What is your Ace of Wands? What is your Ace of Cups? What's this new beginning? What does it look like that's passionate and full of love, that you are emotionally and passionately attached to? What lights the fire in you? And then your advice is, wow, what a powerful card to get with. Moving forward slowly, but trusting that you have this ability to conjure up what you dream of and make it real. So there's something that you are conjuring up. I think you need to be dreaming now of the big picture. You maybe have started that inventory and you realize, oh, this is what my passion is. And now you're starting to do the things slowly, steadily that can lead you to that, knowing that you can manifest those things you dream of. And by the way we make manifest those things we dream of, we put in the time, we put in the work. That's slow and steady. And then in the outcome, you get the Emperor in reverse and the Ten of Swords in reverse. So, you know, you might still play, I think that your realizations, you will play with this energy of the Emperor. You'll go back and forward, and you might feel confident like the Emperor in 1 minute, and then question yourself in the other, and just allow that to be. It's part of the process, I think. I hope that makes sense for you, group 2. Please share your feedback. Please let me know if this resonated. Give me a like. Let me know if you like me doing the readings separately. The love and the general. And I'd love to hear your feedback. I hope this helps. I send you lots of love. Bye. Welcome back, group 3. And you chose the snail polish. And you got the moon card. Sorry about the mess. My candle went crazy and it just spilled and it's caused a gemors here. So, the moon card can speak about fear, and it can speak about things that are not clear right now. So let's see, group 3, what your issues are. These 2 cards wanted to fall out. I'm just going to put them there, Queen of Coins and Temperance. They might mean something to you. Earth sign and fire sign. So, Sagittarius in particular. Fire sign. Beneath the deck you get the 5 of Wands, which is the card of maybe too many projects, maybe either too many projects or like a jostling to get ahead kind of thing. Maybe that's the environment you are in, but there's something that you are worried about, something that's not clear for you. The King of Swords is at the center, and the Ten of Swords. You are cutting out the crap. You are using your inner wisdom and clarity and your intellect to determine, to end things that need to be ended. Maybe you are speaking out about things. You get the King of Coins in the reverse. Is that something you need to think about? Wow, there are 3 kings in this reading. 3 kings in this reading. So it might be partnerships where some people are not pulling their weight. So there might be a King of Coins that is not pulling their weight, or he is not happy with the current situation and maybe not saying it. But you appear here as the King of Swords, or maybe a situation needs complete honesty and speaking out. And maybe that's why there's the Moon card, because it's not clear. In the near past, there's this issue of change. So something broke down, I think, in this situation. And maybe it was because of this squabbles, like competition, people trying to outdo each other, you know. And you get the Hierophant in the reverse in the unconscious. So there's some it's an institution, obviously, that is, but it's also not listening to inner guidance. I think something that you know, maybe even book knowledge, something that is so apparent maybe, but a refusal to see it. Something like that. Group 3. Your near future shows this defensiveness, but it's constructive. It's like standing up for yourself. So maybe you've been in a situation where you need to stand up for yourself. I think there are kings here, and it's not about, anyway, you might be the king of swords or this unhappy king of coins in this. And I think you are not feeling happy, and these might both represent you, and you needing to speak out. The Ace of Pentacles is you are wanting to make things right. You're wanting to offer your coin, your something towards this partnership. Yes, towards this partnership, because there is a partnership, potentially a good partnership. So maybe you are going into business with someone. Something hasn't worked out in the past, though, or even in this current situation where someone is not happy, and it requires open discussion, I think. Your advice is the 3 of Coins, and that talks about working together. I gave an example earlier about myself and Alan, my ex-husband, and his partner. We often work together as colleagues, you know. We also work together as a family in a way, but we know each other's skills, and we play, when we work on a contract together, we play to each other's skills. We just know, and we divvy up the work according to our skills, and we do our thing and come together and, you know, and support each other that way. And I think this is what your advice is to, you know, the 3 of Pentacles is working on some kind of masterpiece with others or with another, and being divinely guided with divine guidance, you know, with spirit. And then you have the King of Cups here, and this King of Cups is in the reverse, and that's your outcome card. So I think you are not happy with something, and your guidance is to talk about it, because it looks like, okay, something's not clear. There seems to have been jostling. It's leaving someone feeling unhappy. Might be you. There's a need to talk about it to end this situation. It has not worked. There's something not working, but you're not listening to something that's obvious, I feel, in the unconscious. It's going to lead you to be defensive, but at the same time, you still want to work on this, and I think it's a good thing, because there might be something solid, but there's things that need to be sorted out. So let's see, for the center, crossing it. Like group 2, you get the 8 of Coins in the reverse. Someone is not wanting to put in more effort, I think, without a proper discussion. There's something emotionally challenging at the moment for this partnership, I think. Wow. Okay. And that wanted to come out earlier, and I left it because I wasn't sure, you know. I started talking. Beneath the deck, you have the 4 of Cups. So what comes to mind is not looking a gift horse in the mouth. You take that however you want to take that group 3. I think it will be evident to you what that means. It will mean different things to different people. But let's look at this. So there's this need for straight talk, also for wisdom, you know, and it's around people giving up. Someone's not putting in their effort, but I don't think that, okay, 2 scenarios. That person maybe needs to be let go of in this partnership, or that person is just feeling unhappy and unappreciated as the King of Coins. However, I see that Tower card there, so it almost feels like a breaking down of something. Because, and also the Ten of Swords is also the end of something. And maybe it can be done in a way that is constructive rather than destructive. But there is destruction there, though, you know. It's very curious. Someone is not playing the game, and it could be because they are unhappy, or maybe they are simply being destructive. And you have the, they could be, I'm going to get a clarifier for that, I think, because they could have been the ones doing that game playing, you know. In the near past, the Wheel of Fortune, it's in the reverse. So I think that the cycle, it's just a cycle, and it's going to change. And things were unclear, and I think they will become clear. With the Hierophant, you have the Three of Cups, definitely like game playing, you know. But you know it. It feels to me like you know it, but it's something that you don't want to look at. Maybe there was someone you loved dearly. Maybe this is someone you love dearly, your partner in this, or one of the partners in this. You know, I saw three kings, so it might be three people and one of them is not playing the game. That person could just simply be unhappy and need to have a conversation, but it could be someone that's being destructive to the partnership. But you are still willing to give. So I'm thinking, if you are willing to give, then you have faith in this relationship, this work relationship, right? But you need to address these destructive tendencies if you believe in it. You are going to be more circumspect, and I think you will be more open to speaking. Like, I think that you've kept quiet up to now, and now maybe you come out. I'm going to get a clarifier for that and that. You're the first reading that needs clarifiers. Interesting reading. And then something's coming to an end. So something's coming to a completion, but it's a happy completion. So maybe you will resolve this issue. That's what's happening around you. And your advice is working together. And look at that Nine of Wands is acknowledging the different players, the three different players, different skills. I think that's what you need to be doing with your partners. Firstly, having open conversations and maybe getting everyone to do this introspection of where I'm happy, where I'm not happy, what I'm good at, what I feel I'm lacking. And that's part of the conversation. And then in the outcome, you have the King of Cups in reverse. So healing. Someone is undergoing some healing, deep healing, and it's going to be hard. It could be that one of the partners has gone through a personal challenge. But there's this need for healing and an understanding that the King of Cups, or one of the kings, one of the partners, is going through an emotional time, and that might be you. Okay, beloveds, let me leave it there. I hope that helps you. Let me know if you like this way of reading, where I separate the love from the general. And or if love is showing up for you here, it might well be. So just let me know. I'd love your feedback. Please give me a thumbs up if this resonated for you. Please like, share, subscribe, and give me your feedback. I'd love to hear. And have a wonderful week ahead. And you'll see more of me in the week. Bye.